Hi, I'm Wendy. Welcome to Baby on Board. This week we'll be talking about parental mood and anxiety after having a baby. When I was working on a postnatal ward, one had to be very careful with new mums, because new mums are so sensitive that if one of them starts crying, it tends to make all the other mums start crying as well. This is due to the baby blues, which affect about 80% of new mums. Approximately 3 days after giving birth, there is a rapid drop in hormone levels. This is due to preparing one's body for feeding and also to make one more sensitive so that you bond to your baby. What mothers would find is that they felt very emotional, very teary, and could be in floods of tears. This will resolve by itself. All that's needed is a little bit of tender, loving care from caregivers and partners. Well, when your baby blues resolve, if you get them, there tends to be a baby moon, a little bit like a honeymoon, where you feel euphoric for a couple of weeks, particularly if you've got a longed-for baby. But then research shows that your mood can start to drop after that. This is as you adjust to being a parent. For all the joys of being a parent, there are some losses as well. Sleep is one, babies are expensive, you don't have a lot of time for yourself. If you've got a prestigious job, the loss of status and just being a mum can be hard to adjust to. The other thing is you don't get much couple time. Other things that can make you vulnerable to low mood are a previous history of anxiety or depression. Perhaps you didn't have the birth that you wanted, or maybe baby isn't the sex that you'd really have liked. Other factors that can impact on your mood is having an unsupportive family. Having high expectations of yourself is another factor. If you've had an unhappy childhood, this can also start to play on your mind. It's known as the ghosts in the nursery. Around 20% of mums and about 10% of dads will experience postnatal depression. The symptoms are low mood lasting longer than 2 weeks. Other symptoms are sleep disturbances when you find it difficult to get to sleep when baby and everyone else is asleep. You can also have disturbances to your appetite, where you comfort eat or you can't be bothered to eat at all. Other symptoms are feeling sad and miserable, and if these persist for longer than 2 weeks, get some professional help. One can always have some of these symptoms at some times, but the key is if it's lasted longer than 2 weeks. Some parents report feeling lonely in the months after a baby's born. This is because research has shown that you tend to have most arguments with your partner in the year after a baby's born. When you're courting, you tend not to ask your partner what they'd do if a baby was crying at 3 a.m, and you can find that you've got quite opposing views to how to approach the problem. Try to maintain a positive attitude to each other, because as you get used to your new reality, the arguments tend to subside. So try and keep a positive internal voice. I'm doing the best that I can in difficult circumstances. Perfectionists tend to be more vulnerable to low mood. So the main planks of self-care for both parents are more sleep, time to yourself, and moderate exercise. These are all quite difficult to achieve with a small baby, and you may have to think creatively, because if parents are okay, generally babies are always okay. What I mean by thinking creatively is taking up all offers of help. Join a mother's group. If there are none in your area at the moment, join an online one. They can be very supportive. Don't feel that you have to do everything by yourself. I wish you every success with your parenting journey. If you found any of this information useful, please like and subscribe. In our next video, we'll be looking at the question, What is my new baby trying to tell me? So good luck with your new baby, and I hope to see you next time.